Boys to men. Let's go. Confidence. It's the difference between sitting on the sideline and stepping up to the moment. But for a lot of guys, that confidence is unfound. They struggle to meet women, start conversations, or even feel comfortable in their own skin. And that's where we come in. I've brought together 8 guys who all have one thing in common. They're stuck. Stuck in their heads, stuck in their bad routines, and stuck in their fear of rejection. After a tough decision, we will choose 3 of them to be pushed, challenged, and transformed. This isn't about riz or cheesy pickup lines or pretending to be someone you're not. This is about real confidence, from the inside out. How to carry yourself, how to hold a conversation, but most importantly, how to believe in who you are. There will be challenges, there will be setbacks. There will be times where these guys are completely out of their comfort zone, but that is where growth happens the most. By the end of this journey, they won't just be better at talking to women, they'll be more prepared for life ahead. This is From Boys to Men, and it starts here. Get the f out. Someone
6 foot, 6 figures, 6 inches.
So you're good with your fingers then?
Probably quite close to death.
Pulling birds has never been easy for me.
You need to believe in yourself more.
Narcissist. You want me to feed it to you?
Trying to become a better man, so you can probably see the anxiety in me.
I didn't like it.
I had a pretty bad breakup.
You're still making a lot of excuses, my brother.
You're trying to tease us.
Is it working?
You're dumber than you look. Not just being with one specific girl, I think that's a bit boring.
We haven't had a very much of a hot boy summer then, have we?
Besides,
You fucked him.
Lost your approach virginity.
Every time one of your asses comes up, I'm going to stick my thumb in your ass.
The person that's going to be joining us on our venture is going to be... Apprehensively awaiting for their turn in the hot seat, these 9 guys are hoping for an opportunity towards the transformation of a lifetime. Time to see how they get on.
Mr. Tenacity, do you want to come through? Take a seat.
of course.
So, Mr. Tenacity,
Yes.
what's going on with that name?
Oh, I just thought for this series, I might as well come as a moniker.
What is it you're doing here?
I don't have ultimate confidence, but I'm good at hiding it deep down, right? The social anxiety.
When have you been in a situation where you found social anxiety's really got to you before?
Well, right now.
Why, do I intimidate you?
Yeah, but I'm hiding it pretty well.
When was the last time you went on a date?
I think it was about May. The activity was a bit too friendly, I'd say.
Okay, so you were friends and that's fine. What's the one thing you actually want to get out of this whole experience?
I guess if Diego gives me some opportunities to unleash that hidden potential, then I will be a happy man.
I've got all I need from you for now, so if you want to go and take a seat in the waiting room.
Okay, all right, perfect.
Frank,
Here, Miss Secretary.
take a seat, Frank.
Hello. I feel like I've been naughty.
So Frank, tell me, what are you doing here?
Well, I've come to develop the riz, as you say around here.
Frank, tell me a bit about yourself. What do you like to do in your spare time?
I do love a bit of nonsense. Whenever I can, I want to, just enjoy music for sure. That's one thing that's always been a part of me, yeah.
Talk to me about why you think you have no riz.
Pulling birds has never been easy for me. I'm a Cockney. I like to think that I am, but I've always lacked in that department.
When you leave this entire experience, what do you hope to be?
I just want to be able to speak to anyone.
I have one thing to ask you.
Go on.
I need you to say, what's happening, girl? You all right?
Oh, mate, I knew this was happening.
Go on.
What's happening, girl? You all right?
I think that could go down a treat. Frank, it's been a pleasure.
Pleasure. Hopefully, me.
For now, can you just go away?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mate, kill him.
Robbie, do you want to follow me? Take a seat.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Robbie. You look very nice.
Thank you. You as well.
What are you doing here?
I've come here today to, develop myself.
Talk to me about your dating history.
Recently, I just got out of a relationship.
Okay, long term?
A year and a bit.
Okay.
Back in October.
You spent the whole time alone, or you dated?
Short while after it, I messed about for a bit.
What does messing about mean?
What do you think that implies?
I'm asking you.
Few hookups, I guess.
Okay. And why did that relationship end?
They went off to uni, and sticky one.
She is probably deep at uni.
Unfortunately.
I think that's all I need from you for now.
Thank you
Want
very
to just
much.
take a seat in the waiting room?
Right, so that was intense with Marika. How did you find it?
It was alright. I didn't know what I was walking into really, so the nerves were there, of course. But after a little conversation, they dissipated, and now we're here.
Hammond?
Hammond.
Oh, God.
Hello, Hammond.
First things first, take that fucking lollipop out of your mouth.
It's nearly finished.
Give it to me. Hammond, tell me why you're here.
I am here to improve myself. Very insecure person.
Why are you so insecure?
I'm just worried that nobody likes me.
So you have no confidence whatsoever?
I'm very confident.
Not an ounce of confidence. So when was the last time you went on a date?
I think I was in secondary school. Pizza Express.
What's the goal?
I've never had female attention before in my life, and people say it's something that's needed.
And how much work do you think it's going to take to get you that female attention?
I'm not sure.
'Cause I'm going to say a lot. You need to convince me that you are worth getting through to the next stage.
I deserve to be here because I am simply the chosen one.
If Diego can turn you around, he really is a god.
He's the chosen one.
I thought you just said that you were the chosen one.
There could be two chosen people, as
I-
long as they're chosen for different paths.
Okay. If you don't mind,
Can I get the lolly back?
no, get up. Kieran? So, tell me what you're doing here today.
To be more confident.
And why do you think you don't have any confidence?
Because I had a pretty bad breakup recently.
Tell me about the breakup.
Well, I was...
No one cares, okay? No one cares. You're here to find new
Oh,
not old pussy.
okay.
So what have we already got in place that's kind of laying the groundwork for this transformation?
Do I have to offer? Not a lot, to be honest
We've
with
still
you.
got quite a bit of work to do.
Yeah. What was it? I saw something on Insta the other day. It was like girls want like 6 foot, 6 figures, 6 inches. I don't think I got any of those.
I can see that. Who broke up with who?
I got given a whole like work on ourselves thing. We've been together for like 7 years.
When a woman tells you after 7 years of being in a relationship at the age of 26 that she wants to find herself,
Yeah.
she wants new. That's all I need from you for now, so if you want to go and take a seat in the waiting room, we'll speak to you later.
Thank you.
I like that kid. Musty,
Yeah.
take a seat. Musty, talk to me about your dating history.
It's my
Does it
dating
exist?
history. Yeah, it's true. I don't really go up my way to date girls.
I'm getting the impression that it's more so that you can't more than you won't.
I think you're wrong. But
What are you doing here then?
obviously, I do need to work on my confidence and stuff like that. But it's just that I don't go on my way to approach girls and talk to them.
When was the last time you went on a date or did anything with another female?
Probably a couple months ago.
And what did that consist of?
I just linked her, talked to her. She slightly put me off though. I feel like I get put off quite easily.
What is it that you bring to the table?
If I say I offer loyalty,
Is that loyalty out of choice or because you don't get any?
I think it's our choice.
Would you say that you're quite a gentleman?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
You might be being a bit too nice.
He said I'm nice. I might not be that nice.
You got a bit of a dark side, have you?
Maybe.
You say you're not so nice. So tell me, what's the worst thing you've ever done to a girl?
The worst thing I've ever done to a girl is probably made her believe that she's the problem.
We have a narcissist on our hands.
Yeah?
I think I'm going to have to leave this work to Diego. So if you wouldn't mind.
Just come out of the den with Manrika. How was that?
She was a bit harsh, but it made me feel alright. It was good. Yeah.
All right, you silly little nincompoops, listen up. If any of you think that if you're winning this little contest or whatever you call this, then you're dumber than you look, literally. This is my time to shine. For boys to men, this is my time to shine. Not everyone's destined to shine, you get it? But I am. I know I am. Each their own, each their own.
YJ? Do you mind shutting the door for me, please?
Why?
Because I asked.
Or if I don't?
that you can get out of here.
Sorry, what?
Shut the door.
All right. Whatever you say.
Why are you here?
What are you talking about?
I'm asking you a question. Why are you here?
I'm just here to rejuvenate myself.
Which is desperately needed.
Desperately?
From what I've seen. Yeah.
Desperately? What do you mean by that?
I mean, rejuvenating yourself is desperately needed.
I can say the same for you, not gonna lie.
Okay. This is going to be a tough challenge. Talk to me about your dating history.
I've never been on a date before.
How would you usually pick up a woman? Talk to me about that.
Just make her my main thing. Literally. That's it. And there's so many ways I can do that.
Do you have a lot of human contact? I don't feel like you do.
Yeah, and I can show you right now. Just close your eyes.
Go on then.
Close your eyes then. Done.
Don't ever do that again.
Alright, my bad. Let me backtrack a little bit and try to get to know a little bit about you. So like, tell me about yourself.
So you've come into my office and you're asking me to tell you about myself.
My bad for that.
Okay.
I apologise for
It's
that.
fine, we can turn it round.
Alright,
So let me ask you again.
go on then.
How would you riz a woman?
Before I ask you a question, I'd like to tell you how beautiful you are inside and out.
I really don't know what else to say.
Alright, fine. Can I sing you a song?
I'm sure you're going to do it anyway, so go ahead.
I put my heart in this. Why does everyone think they're the hardest? Why do you speak for the sake of speaking? Don't even know what you're describe. I was around back then, but I'm not around right now. Like, find someone else who would care. Find someone else who will help you. Well, I mind my business. Mind your business and not mine. Keep your distance.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
Alright, fine, I'll stop.
I
apologise.
I am, for the first time in my life, absolutely speechless. So if you wouldn't mind going and taking a seat in the waiting room, please.
Sure thing.
Thank you. Jesus Christ. Enrico, would you like to stop holding your wood and come into my office? Take a seat. Enrico,
Nice to meet you.
you are a Diego double. Tell me what you're doing here.
I'm here to improve myself, obviously, but have a bit of fun during the process.
You think this is going to be a fun process? You do.
Maybe, we'll see what happens.
What's the main thing you would say you need to work on?
Getting into a good kind of energy and just approaching people straight off the bat, fast, confidence.
Talk to me about your last encounter with a woman.
Probably about 4 or 5 months ago.
We haven't had a very much of a hot boy summer then, have we?
Been a disappointment.
Okay, so what was that date like?
We went to a coffee shop in the morning, just had some coffee, some croissant.
So why did that not work out?
She just wasn't interested, I guess.
What is it you think that Diego can do to help you grow?
He can teach me to be more confident. I think he also has the experience.
He has the experience, that's for sure. So I think that's all I need for you now, so if you just don't mind, take a seat in the waiting room.
Cool.
It's a pull. Can't even open the door in the right way, Jesus Christ. Rhiannon, please. Follow me. So, Rhiannon, what are you doing here today?
I guess just like everyone else, just here to improve and find a date, I guess, at the end of it.
Dating. What's the history like?
It's not too recent, I would say, just because I've just like, I used to be like proper overweight before, so I've only recently like started talking to people,
Okay.
but maybe in the last 1.5 years, 2 years, couple of situationships, nothing crazy.
You seem a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
I'm not the most intimidating person in the world.
No.
You haven't met Diego yet.
Oh, is it?
Good luck with that one.
Okay.
And when was the last time you went on a date?
Probably say like 3-4 months ago now.
Yeah, I mean, if you have to think about it,
Yeah,
it's been too long.
Yeah.
Do you believe more than anything that Diego can give you what you need?
Oh, 100%. I mean, like, I've even tried using 1 or 2 of his lines from online in person, so.
And how's that gone for you?
One was alright, one was not so much.
Well, you'll have hit and miss, you'll have rejection everywhere. You just need that confidence to make sure that you're not bothered about it. I think we've got everything that we need from you for now. If you want to go and take a seat in the waiting room,
Appreciate it.
that'd be
Thank you.
amazing. You have no idea how much work you've got cut out for you.
Bring him in.
Stand on the wrist for me.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Musti. I'm 18 years old. I'm currently studying. I'm a jeweler as well, so I make jewelry for teeth. I make grills.
What does your self-development journey look like up to now as a man?
I would say it's going good so far. I just need that extra push.
What opened your eyes for you to acknowledge that you needed to make that push?
When I've gone into the real world, I've noticed that how I carry myself, how I look to other people is extremely important.
And what do you think one of the biggest changes you have to make to get from A to B where you want to be is?
Discipline in my life, as in, for example, going to the gym. I don't have that drive to go because I don't have discipline yet, and I think I need that.
Roll your sleeves up a bit. Bit skinny.
Bit skinny.
So if I said to you, where do you see your dating life heading within the next, let's say, 3 years?
Not just being with one specific girl, I think that's a bit boring.
You think the idea of being with one specific girl is boring?
Yeah. I think so.
So in an ideal world, you'd have how many wives?
In the ideal world, once I'm older, not in 3 years, I would say when I'm about, what, 25, 26 is when I'd look to settle down. Obviously with the girl that I like or love.
So you just want to have fun until one's really fun. And then be like, you're really fun.
Until I find the right girl.
What's the right girl to you? What does she look like?
I don't have a type, just not white girls.
What's wrong with white girls?
Nah, not for me.
My mum's white.
That's nice. She's probably a nice woman.
She's definitely a very nice woman. What
Yeah.
are you about to say? She's probably what?
No, I was going to say she's probably a nice woman.
So what have you got against white girls?
Just don't find them attractive.
Yeah, we've got a lot of words.
I have no words.
Well, thank you for your time, and we'll be in touch very shortly.
Thank you.
That was interesting. That was interesting.
Was it?
I'm just kind of venting,
Yeah.
as they say, venting.
Stand on the wrist.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Tell me something about yourself.
My name's Kieran. I'm 26 from West Sussex, and I'm a dry liner.
Why are you here, Kieran?
Because when I saw your thing on Instagram, it said about like low confidence, like sort of social anxiety, and I wouldn't really say that. I sort of excel in them kind of things.
With you to resonate yourself with words like low confidence and low self-esteem, you'd have to done some kind of self-transcendence, some self-searching. What do you see when you look at yourself as a man?
I see someone who isn't maybe at their like full potential.
And when you look at what you want to be, what you want to achieve, where do you see yourself?
I want to believe in myself, man. Like I sort of don't believe my own hype, and I think that's the sort of problem.
I mean, believing in yourself is one of the contributing factors to huge success. It gives you kind of a booster seat in anything you do. Talk me through the journey of you having all of these emotions, because most men are generally quite outgoing, extroverted, confident beings on the outside, but you're actually someone who comes across quite nervous, quite introverted, quite shy, as to say.
I broke up with my girlfriend recently. Well, she broke up with me. And
let's get the facts straight there.
Yeah. I'm not going to guess it up.
You got dumped.
I got dumped, yeah.
Yeah, you got dumped.
Over text as well. So that's pretty savage. Yeah. Off.
Yeah, that's what the text said.
Pretty much.
She broke up with you by texting off.
You might as well have. It probably would have hurt less.
What did it actually say?
Like working on ourselves kind of thing, and then like maybe we could come back together in like a couple years or something.
Is she in Thailand now by any chance?
Nah, that's where I'm from though.
Oh, you're off Thai?
I'm half
Sawadee
Thai.
Kap.
Sawadee Kap.
Kap kun kap.
Yeah,
fried
man.
rice kap. Do you know what? The fact that you're still standing shows me a little bit of characteristics. So what did that do to you? What were the knock-on effects of that? Because breakups are serious things, and they can damage men in many ways. So.
Oh man, I was, I'm not like afraid to say it, but like, I was like depressed in my mind. I was like, we're gonna get married, we're gonna have kids, like I saw it. And then, yeah, I had like a bit of like a rug pull.
As a man from my personal life, only taking action has really solved any issues that I have. I managed to find a way to kind of use that as power, as force, and as, you know, goodness to take me on my journey and to really drive me forward.
There's like an analogy about like a sort of bow and arrow. I don't know if you've heard of it. Like when things pull you back, it's like a sort of like direction kind of thing. Like I'm hoping that maybe you can like sort of help me just like a little bit in the right direction and just.
You lost me at.
No. Like when things are pulling you back, like a metaphor, right? So like you got a bow and arrow, you're pulling it back. Things pull you back in life, but that's like setting you up for something. Exactly. In the right direction, though, of course.
Where am I? Where do I come into all of this?
I'm the arrow, and then you're the geezer holding the bow and arrow.
I'm holding you.
No, you made it weird. You made it weird.
I was not the one that made it weird.
Yeah.
You could have said,
no,
Diego, I need your help to push me forward, and you chose to elaborate to me how a bow and arrow works, which I already knew for the sake of the matter.
I'm not trying to. Yeah.
Well, I hope I can help you to build that foundation. We'll be letting you know very shortly. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Give it to me.
Stand on the wrist.
My protege! Wow. It's my little brother.
I mean, literally you 2.0.
Not really, you know.
I know.
What's the hardest challenge you've had to overcome?
That's a good question.
Why, thank you. I appreciate your critiques on my question making.
Like someone in my family got quite ill, and then that affected me directly.
How did it affect you?
I'd say negative energy, negative emotions.
And if the same negative energy was dealt into your life now, how would you deal with that?
I'd probably use that energy and I'd try to channel it into something that's more productive and constructive.
And covering all aspects of your life, where's the area that you most want to improve?
Decreasing the amount of social anxiety that I have.
What situations do you find yourself most socially anxious?
Unfamiliar, uncomfortable territory.
Right, and how do you usually deal with that?
Maybe stumble over my words, but eventually I get the courage to speak up, but it takes some time.
If you had to search a bit deeper down, why do you think you are so anxious as a person?
Caring what other people think about me. Like if there's a group of people or person I want to speak to on the street, I care too much about what they think and their opinions of me.
That fear of rejection as well,
Exactly.
that, you know, drives us to be so comfortable as humans. But it's important that we're exploring uncomfortable situations to allow us to grow. So in one short sentence, can you tell me why I should take you under my wing on this journey of self-improvement?
I'm open to learning. Obviously you have a lot more experience than me, and I'm like a blank piece of paper, so I can absorb a lot of information and ultimately we'll have the best.
It depends how big your writing is, I suppose.
Yeah.
I write quite big, so there's not a lot of... Better you like an A4 or an A3?
Maybe A3.
Oh, lot of space.
We want an A1, man.
We do. That was the right answer. All right, well, thank you for your time. We'll be making our decision and with you shortly.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
He's the first one that said that he's really open to learning.
There's open to learning and there's being a blank piece of paper. Yeah. Because being open to learning, I want someone with their own identity, their own persona, who wants to grow. Well. There are others that have this kind of trauma and a fire in their bellies that could use that to really grow more.
I agree.
But he is someone who's definitely open to learning. What are we ordering for dinner tonight?
Nando's.
I'm not feeling Nando's.
Sushi.
No, too much carbs. Steak?
That works.
Steak. Nice.
Diego, day 2.0. All in all, would you say that today has been positive?
Yeah, it's been a very positive day. Met some amazing people. Learned quite a lot. Pushed myself outside of my comfort zone, and I got put on the spot, and that kind of helped me realize what I need to do to improve.
Stand on the wrist for me.
YJ.
Hello.
Stand on the wrist for me.
Alright.
So what are you trying to achieve out of being here today, YJ?
Sorry, what?
What are you trying to achieve out of being here today, YJ?
Results.
Results in?
Results are in.
And when was the last time you've approached a female?
Today.
Today, what did you say to her?
told her she was pretty, and then flipping on the most. Done whatever I wanted, and just been myself.
Where in your life is lacking?
Everywhere.
Okay, let's start with females.
Females.
Single?
Single.
Lonely?
Lonely is a... Oh my God. Single as a Pringle.
Single as a Pringle. So that's something we need to change.
Yeah.
Young, striving, successful, handsome young man like you. We need to be locking in girls.
Locking what in again?
Locking in girls.
Okay.
Let's say, for example, YJ, there's a beautiful lady walking along the street. How exactly would you deal with that situation?
I'd be like, hi, you're pretty. Tell me, is there any way you could tell me about yourself?
So you tell me about yourself, YJ.
I'm an innocent civilian that minds his business, goes on about his day.
Can you just stand on the wrist, please?
I was on it.
Stand on the wrist, look at your feet.
Oh, I didn't, my bad.
When was the last time you approached a girl?
2 days.
And what was the interaction like?
It was a normal one.
So we need to take that from normal to exceptional, but you're not giving me something to work with. You're not giving someone who really is passionate about improving themselves as a person.
All in due time, my friend. All in due time.
Your friend. Well, I'm delighted to be your friend, and may this friendship continue long and hard. Can you just get back on the wrist for me?
What if I want to stand next to you?
You can't stand next to me. Stand on the
What if I
wrist.
want to stand next to you or the individual that's next to you?
Myself and my receptionist will stay here,
So-
and you shall stay on the wrist, or you can get the f*** out.
Your receptionist is pretty though. Not going to lie. Your receptionist is way more qualified than you, and she holds more than you could ever hold deep inside. I'm gonna stand next to you.
Security!
Don't touch me! Ah!
Give it to me.
Stand on the wrist.
It's the day.
Mr. Sweeting, tell me in 3 words, how would your friend describe you as a person?
Driven, thorough, and competent.
You've been asked that question before.
On the spot.
Driven in what way?
See it, achieve it.
What do you want to achieve?
I want to live a prosperous life. I guess just success in the areas that are meaningful to me. So I want to have a good family, a loving family. I want to have a good job that I enjoy.
For a loving family, you need a loving wife.
Indeed.
How's that journey going for you at the moment?
I took a bit of a break voluntarily because I came out of a relationship.
You sure it was voluntary?
Kind of egged on a girl a bit too much.
You egged?
I kind of led her on, I guess.
Ah, you love bombed a girl.
I did.
Ha!
I did.
Whoa, Rob, we know all about love bombing over here.
Diego knows all about that.
How did that end?
I kind of hurt her. She perceived it that way.
I mean, when you tend to egg someone, it's going to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I guess. But then I had to have a look at myself, and it's not. I don't want to be known as someone who's just like in and out, like fucking about.
Are you someone who looks in the mirror a lot?
Yeah, I guess.
And what do you see?
I see underachievement at the moment.
What characteristics are you lacking on to stop you achieving where you need to be?
I guess you could say I'm anxious. I don't want to be perceived as like an idiot. And I know I've got to cross that bridge to get to where I want to be. At the end of the day, people are going to think things about you, whether you're doing good or you're doing bad.
You seem like a young man with a fairly wise head. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be in touch.
My pleasure. Thank you.
He was someone who seemed fairly intelligent. His dictionary was quite astounding.
I could easily get tired or bored listening to him. It's not what he's saying, it's the tone that he's saying it in.
But then we are a development show and we are here to help.
Exactly, that's something that could easily be worked on. So,
Give it to me.
stand on the wrist for me, please.
Got a bit of a geezer.
Try to be. I try to be.
What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Frank. I'm from Bromley and I'm 24.
So Frank, tell me a bit about yourself.
Yeah, I've been working at Thorpe Park and Legoland, which has been a lot of fun, a lot of rides. So I'm hoping this one is going to be a good ride as well.
You've been doing a lot of the riding, but really you want to find someone to do a lot of the...
More of that riding is where we're looking for, yeah.
We miscommunicated then. You're looking for someone to do more of the riding. You don't... You missed me there. If there was one thing you were trying to get out of this whole process, what would it be?
Not be afraid to speak to any bird at all.
What's your usual emotional status?
Just like the doubt, like doubting in myself, and if I'm annoying her, or if she does like me, or.
All right, so let's just picture it. You're at Legoland, and there's a girl of age, which is already not really, yes, maybe start of your bit of your problem is hanging around Legoland too much. But you're at Legoland, and there is let's say a young single mother strolling around with her 3 prams. How would you approach said woman? What would you say? How would you start the interaction?
I'll try and be as funny as I can be, as silly as I could be.
Yeah. Well, there's a stigma around Cockney men that you're quite unserious, you're quite lively, you're quite jokey, but the harsh reality of every single man is there's always a little kid underneath, there's always something underneath that doesn't quite meet the surface. What is that for you? Who do you really see yourself as inside? Where do your insecurities lie?
I feel like it started like during my school days. Yeah, like being picked on a bit, and like that rejection element, I think has come from them days, yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping to just get rid of that completely.
And how do you perceive that rejection?
Yeah, I want to just be able to not have that fear anymore, and just be like my true self.
Where do you see yourself in 2-3 years? Where does your dream kind of life sit?
Just be happy with just someone eventually.
You're looking to settle down with someone?
Yeah, maybe not in the near future, but
why not?
I want to still have a bit of fun. I feel like I've missed out on that side of things.
Because of the lack of confidence?
Because of that, yeah.
And in one sentence, tell me why I should take you under my wing into the final round.
Because I want to learn as much as I can, like from yourself, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes, really.
Whatever it takes?
Yeah, whatever it takes.
You know, you need to keep some decorum and self-respect, not whatever it takes.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I'm a respectful guy, and I want to live by them standards.
Frank, thank you for your time.
Sweet as.
We'll be in touch.
Sweet man.
He is so adorable.
I genuinely think he has the exact foundation of what you need to mould him. It's still going to be work, but I think it's there. He's got the banter. He's just probably a little bit unconfident being here today in front of people that he doesn't know. But I really think that you can mould him, and I can't wait to see what you do with his look.
So Frank, tell me, how was that?
Yeah, that was an unreal experience. Yeah, I've never done anything like that before, but I'm really glad I did, because this morning I wasn't feeling like I was going to be able to get through today, but I'm glad I've tried this for sure.
Stand on the wrist.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
My name's Randon, I'm 23 and I'm from West London.
Cool, what do you do?
So I'm currently at uni doing a master's, but I also have like a little part-time job on the side as well.
So throughout your 23-year-old life, what's the biggest challenge you've had to overcome?
Probably my weight loss thing was probably the biggest thing.
I used to be
Yeah, I used to be like 130 kilos, like to the point where, like, yeah, I couldn't, like, I was probably quite close to death. Yeah, then one of my friends, I didn't see him over the summer. I went home for a holiday. I came back, I saw him first day of college, and he lost all his weight, so he kind of inspired me, and I just kind of went from there.
The importance of having good people around you.
Yeah.
So what was that weight loss journey like for you?
It was tough, but it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. It's difficult, like Asian home. Mum's cooking like everything in deep fried oil just constantly, so it was like it taught me quite a bit of willpower.
Do you feel like there is an alpha male in there somewhere? An alpha, a dog, or a hunter, or a killer?
Maybe, but I don't know.
Because there has to be some certain level of desire to cut down 50 kilograms.
Yeah, I guess there is. Maybe it's just, I don't know, I've never tried to bring the alpha.
What I guess I'm saying is, does that willpower that you said you have and discovered, does that ever become unleashed at a surface area?
In terms of just like everyday life, or like
in terms of waking up and barking and smashing gym and...
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, the gym part, yeah, definitely had like phases
Gym
where-
part, yeah. The cardio, no, just the weights.
Yeah, gym part, like, yeah, cardio as well, like a bit of everything, just to kind of just like better
Do you
myself.
like go to your last rep, like?
When I can, I did, but last few months I haven't been able to go gym because of the teeth situation and stuff like that.
And socially, where do you think you struggle the most? Because you seem like someone to me who's a bit socially awkward. You maybe struggle to talk to people, to open up.
Like in class and stuff, if I don't understand something, I don't want to put my hand up because I don't want 30 other students listening to what my question is, and then everyone just turning around and looking at me as like, I'd rather get the question wrong and then sort that out later than put my hand up and find out in that moment kind of thing.
And that's fine, but sometimes that consists of missing an opportunity that you need. Sometimes you need to speak up and you need to ask people things, especially when you become a higher value man and you start working at a certain frequency of efficiency. Sometimes you just need to get done, and that means you need to ask people for certain things. And I want to hone in on your dating life. Where do you see yourself in your dating life within the next kind of 2-3 years?
It would be nice to like find someone, but for me it's not like a rush thing because it's like you're going to spend the entire time with that person for your life, so don't want it to be the wrong person. But anything that just makes me a bit more outgoing, social.
You good?
Yeah.
Need to shake it off a bit?
No, it's alright. I mean, you can probably see the anxiety in me, but
I can see you're very nervous.
Yeah, it's just.
You struggle to keep eye contact with me.
Okay, I try.
But it's alright, it's all part of the journey. You know, as men, when we go on a journey of self-discovery, we find a lot about ourselves. We find that we're actually capable of a lot more than we think. And that's why we're here, you know, to help you on this journey, hopefully, self-improvement and self-development. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it.
We're making the decision.
Cheers, thank you.
If there's anybody out of everyone that you can be certain has drive and motivation, it's him.
The only thing that worries me is he doesn't seem like willing to admit that he can transfer that same drive to doing anything. And if I'm trying to convince him that he can use exactly the same thing he's already used to go outside of his comfort zone and talk to a girl, and he's telling me I can't do it, it's going to frustrate me.
He's already done a lot of the groundwork, like in terms of like, you know, being able to transform himself and lose that weight. Like he wanted to make a change with himself and he went ahead and did that.
All anyone needs is a chance.
All anyone needs is a chance. Are you going to give it? That's the question. Stand on the wrist for me.
Okay.
Hammond.
Hammond.
I know who you are.
Yes.
We've met before.
Nice to meet you again.
Once again, the pleasure's all mine. Yeah, why not? Come for it. I don't usually let people stand off the wrist, but just back on the wrist for me. A little bit more forward. There you go, right on the wrist. Hammond, if your friends were to describe you in 3 words, how would they describe you?
Intelligent, an overthinker, embarrassing.
Okay, and where does this usually get you with girls? It sounds like quite a catastrophic relationship.
Make it like first like couple steps, but then like they sort of get the ick and then they block me, move to a new country.
You're an ick. What is it that usually gives them the ick? I mean, apart from the shoes, the stained jumper and the hair that looks like it hasn't been cut nor styled in 4 months.
I think it's just like my personality.
How would you approach a girl?
So what's the goal here? Are we trying to make friends, business?
Women. We don't make friends with women.
You don't make friends with women?
Hammond, we're trying to find and master our dating life.
I'd say you got a beautiful smile.
I do?
No,
just
man,
you pointed at me when you said it. It seemed a bit kind of...
No, I was just example.
You tell the girl she had a beautiful smile.
Yeah, man.
All right, and she replies to you, thank you.
Ooh, say you're welcome.
And then...
What's your opinions on the current government?
I actually think it's not actually a bad follow-up. You could get an intelligent woman engaged in a conversation with you. I'm not completely and utterly mad at that. However, Hammond, this is all kind of water level shit. I want to deep a bit down under. Why are you such an awkward and...
Yo, I've got someone called Helen on the phone.
Helen, no, oh no, that's my mum. No, I'm with the Riz God. You know, Diego Day right now. You know how you said I need to find a wife. No, you keep doing this.
Is that your mum on the phone?
Maybe this is embarrassing. You're embarrassing.
What does she want? Give me the phone.
You're embarrassing me right now.
Mum, what's up? Yeah, come here. Take your phone and get the out.
No!
Stand on the wrist for me.
Diego Day,
What am I calling you?
Mr. Tenacity.
Why Mr. Tenacity?
I feel like Mr. Tenacity is sort of like the idealized version of myself.
I feel like Mr. Tenacity should unleash the glasses.
Exactly,
Off his head first
let
because
it-
he's inside.
Let it just fly out.
Like the glasses.
Oh, sorry.
They're part of the appeal.
Oh, I can take them off.
Yeah. Because we're inside, you know?
Oh, yeah, of course.
No sunshine today.
Absolutely.
What's the biggest change you feel like you need to make as a person in your life?
Well, for me, like social anxiety is sort of like unresolved traumas, right? And it's things that like you reach trigger points in your life where you're like, oh, this is kind of hard to handle, but it's really just things from your childhood which are just coming back up.
You talk about your childhood and certain traumas you've had. What are them traumas and how do they fire you to be a better person?
Well, actually, I had time to introspect while I was waiting for this segment, and I actually got my heart.
To what?
Sorry?
To what?
To introspect.
Oh, you're teaching me new words, mate.
To introspect and just realize that at 10 years old, I actually had got my heart broken. And I feel like that's what's been holding me back.
Having your heart broken at 10, I'm assuming there's something to do with family or a parent or...
No, it's with a girl that I was really close friends with.
Sorry, a female?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me like your dad passed away.
Oh, no, not like that. Well, obviously
female broke your heart. What was she doing? Running
Yeah.
away from you playing kiss chase?
Yeah, so basically I asked her to marry me at like 10 years old. And then it just...
You do know at 10 years old, we just about comprehend that we have a penis.
Yeah.
You offered to provide and reproduce for
Absolutely, bro. I'm a fast mover.
So yeah, tell me about this girl that broke your heart.
Yeah, just obviously, I just went mad and I just, do you want to marry me? She was like, no. And then after that, yeah, just...
And that still sticks with you to this day?
Maybe that's what's coming up every time I'm trying to...
Do you know where this girl is now?
Well, she lives where my mum used to live.
In the house your mum used to live in?
No, in the same...
Oh, in the area?
Yeah.
Do you keep tabs on her? Do you know where she is, what she's doing?
No, I mean, I see her around, but like, it's just like...
We're using that trauma to build what we want to build. As a man, for me, part of our growth stage comes with a lot of self-transcendence, a lot of really understanding what's underneath the thick skin that gentlemen like you and I perceive, or show off, should I say. Where's the real insecurity for you?
I feel like, yeah, it's just that internal, you know, deep down, like the confidence is just still not there.
Why, in one kind of short sentence, should I take you under my wing to, you know, put you through to the final stages of this, where we're in a place, you know, where we can put more time into the development of yourself?
Well, listen, it would be unfortunate to not allow this tenacity to come through. It would be wasted potential, I think.
I'd be unfortunate.
I would be unfortunate for the whole world.
For the world?
Yes.
It would be a catastrophic disaster.
Catastrophic event.
It would be a tenacious disaster.
Exactly.
Do you see what I did there?
I see what you did
Tenacious.
Calamitous.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Cool, bro. Thank you very much.
I feel like he was more of an Andrew Tate wannabe than I am.
Oh yeah, I feel like he's just telling you what you want to hear.
Yeah. The sunglasses indoors. Yeah. Hot for me.
You've got a really difficult decision to make.
We?
We.
Overall, what are you going to take away from this experience?
I've felt like a little bit of increase in my confidence since I started this, I'd say. Obviously, whatever you do, like if it's like a cold shower or something, you jump in, it's very cold, you come out, you feel much better. I feel like that's the same situation here.
The boys are anxiously waiting to see if their answers were enough to make it to the final three and spend a week with me on a pursuit of the ultimate self-development. Gentlemen, some of you may be going through, some of you will leave us here. We've taken a lot of time to deliberate and understand who is going to grasp this opportunity the best. The person that's going to be joining us on our venture is going to be...